Hi everyone, today is January 10th, 2023, and I read Psalm chapters 56 to 60. Today I want to dive right in and start off by sharing the verse that stood out to me the most, and it is verse 4 from chapter 56, and I found this verse really powerful. So reading it out, it says, "In God whose word I praise, in God I trust. I shall not be afraid. What can flesh do to me?" Basically, this verse here is telling us that we live for something much greater than our flesh. Although we physically dwell in this earth, our purpose of our lives, the reason we live our lives is to live for God. And so I thought about 3 instances that this verse can actually apply to our lives. The first one is during hardships. Whether it be small or big, everyone has struggles of their own, like I've been saying in our previous journeys, and life can seem really horrible at times. Our circumstances can be really difficult at times where it seems like life is unlivable, but even during those moments, what we have to remember is that just this earthly life isn't it. We have the eternal life after this, and that's exactly why we're living. Not just for our flesh, but we're living again for God. The second example is during uncertain times. Our verse today says, "In God I trust, I shall not be afraid." And one thing that really applies to people my age right now, because I'm a junior in high school, is everything regarding college. Getting into a certain school, achieving certain grades are all that's on our minds. And when we don't achieve that, when we fail to meet those goals, people really seem to be impacted by it a lot. And this doesn't mean that school doesn't matter. Of course it matters, and of course it's good to go to the best school possible, but that's not the reason we're living. In those moments, rather than thinking about what school would make me or other people happier, we need to think about what makes God pleased and what is the vision that God has in store for us, and we can't just simply dwell again on the earthly things. Last but not least, the third example is temptations, and this really applied to me a lot. Today's scriptures led me to think a lot about flesh versus spirit, and something that I struggle with, and I know that a lot of people struggle with too, is choosing to spend time with God over just choosing to have our physical comfort. After a long day, all I want to do is just stay on my phone, relax, and it's always something that's in the back of my mind is, oh, I should be reading the Bible instead of doing this. And in those moments like that, we need to move to action. We need to realize that these things, just scrolling on our phones, making our flesh pleased, that is not going to get us anywhere, because in the end, those things will all go away. And so I just hope that as we live out this rest of the week, we can all think about this. I really hope that going forward, we constantly think about our purpose, what we're made to do, and I really hope that today's journey served as a reminder that we are made for something much greater than simply our flesh. I thank you all so much for joining today's journey. That is it, and I'll make sure to see you guys again tomorrow with the next 5 chapters. Bye!